Hello everyone and welcome to today's tutorial. Today we'll be talking about kaftan and their pockets. We all know that the gown kaftan, you can have it as a short one, you can have it as a long one. But in this video we'll be talking about the pockets used in kaftan. So on the table I have my materials and I'm going to be showing you how to cut your pocketing and how to attach them to your kaftan, be the long one or the short one, and the type of pocket you can use on your kaftan. So we'll go straight to the table, so I'll show you how to do it. So while you watch this video, thumbs up and also turn on your notification bell, subscribe, and also go down to the comment section where we have our convo and then speak out whatever it is that you do not understand. I'll be there to attend to you. So guys, okay guys, we are back at the table to show you the second pocket to use on your kaftan. This type of pocket, you can have this back pocket as well on a kaftan looking like an A-line gown with the half length. Normal our kaftans don't always have joining around the waist, but if it's something that you're mixing a material and a person wants it to look like an A-line gown, not just a regular kaftan, this pocket is another idea to use on it. Because while you have this pocket, you definitely need something to join it around this area. And if you don't want it to be joined around that area, you want it on a plain kaftan as well, you have to fold this area down after preparing the pocketing and then lay on the material. Let's say this is the front of the material and this is the back side, which is normal for every cloth you cut. So if you're using this pocketing, is either you're having a joining around the half length, which is this area, or you're not having a joining. All you have to do is fold this and then top stitch on it and at this area as well. So before I start explaining that, which will be on the sewing machine, I'm going to show you how to make a pocket opening on this. So this is it. I have my pocketing ready here, and this one's pocketing, the wideness at most times is bigger than that of a regular pocket that we have 7 inches. This should be serving at least 8 to 8.5 inches, so it will be wide enough to put whatever you want to put inside of it, because it's outside, it's not inside. So I have my 8.5 inches here, so I'm going to just chuck it from the upside down here by 13 inches. So I have my 13. Let me just put it down here so I can chop the upside off. Like I said, depending on how tall the person may be, you might do it 14, and if the person is not lengthy, you could stop at 12 inches because you're going to be needing sewing allowance at the bottom side and that of the upside. So I'll chop this off so I can stand on my measurement I'm working with. Same with this angle. I'm going to root this down and then trim it off. So this is it. I'm going to come to this area and take 4.5 inches. So when I work with half, it's going to be remaining 4 inches for me, and then I'll come all the way down here and mark 4.5 inches as well, or I'll use 6 inches depending on how deep you want it to be, or I'll take 6 inches instead and then curve it this way down. You can use your free hand, and you can also use your hip curve, your armhole curve, or your French curve to curve this. So you see, if you feel it's too deep, not to worry, all you have to do is to take it up a bit to 5 inches, but make sure you have a source for your hand to be able to enter. That is why I use the 6 inches instead of 6.5 inches, because when I sew up here, this will definitely reduce. So I'm using my 6 inches here, but if it's somebody of the age of 12, 15, you know, they're still younger than that of an elderly woman, so you can use your 4.5 inches here or 5, and the hand can still enter inside of it. So as it is, I'm going to be cutting this place off. You can see it's not straight, so I've taken this area off, and then I'll get another material and cut in a bias form so it can curve along with the body. So you can see this is not so stretchy, but from this area you can see how stretchy it is. So I'm going to be taking my ruler and take the stretchy part out like this, and then mark out the inch I'll be needed. This is my 1.5. So I'll mark 1.5 all the way. So this is my 1.5. Then I'll rule it. You can also use 2 inches depending on how bold you want it to be. So I just want mine to be 1.5 inches. So this is it. This will help us to close up this area. So you see, or you turn it this way and then turn inside top stitch and then place on the body before using the back side to turn. So go to the sewing machine and then show you how to prepare this on your material. So guys, off we go to the machine. So guys, we're here on the sewing machine. Like I said, we're going to be using this to pipe the mouth of the pocketing before laying it on the body of our material. So is it that you're using this bias cotton from the inside of the pocketing outside? Maybe you want to stone it or place a trimmings on it. Anyhow, you can also sew it from the outside to the inside, but in this case I want to sew it from the inside to the outside of it. So I'm going to be taking 1/4 out of it, and I'll be using a uniform thread to go with it. So I'll take this and then I'll run this. Run it by 1/4 inch. So this is it, and then I'm going to top stitch from the inside. And so you can see I've turned it out. So I'm going to take this to the table and use the pressing iron to fold here carefully so that everything I'm doing is going to be well relaxed when I'm done. So you see, though you can use your free hand, but I want to use the sewing machine, so the pressing iron, so everything will relax when I am sewing on the material. So go down to the table now and then iron this out. So I'm going to be matching this down. So you see, carefully sew this down. So see, this area is down. You can also top stitch around this area, especially if you want to make a design on the cloth. Like let's say you want to attach stones to it, and then you can place your stone on the stitch here as well as this area. It makes this look very beautiful when you're done with it on a kaftan. And so we've prepared the pocket opening of this. So I'm going to be placing it on the body of the material. You can see it this way. I'll take this, and you see this side. So I'll match this down first at this area. Don't forget, we're not working on a full body material, but when you're working on your full body material, this should be coming from your half length all the way to the length of where you want it to be. But try not to make it too excess away from your hip length, so you don't find it going under your buttocks when you sit down. It will be resting on your lap too much that whatever you have inside will be looking bulgy around the hip area, and it's not nice for your clothes. So I've brought this area down on the material, so I'm going to start from this waistline to top stitch down. So you try to make it relaxed so it doesn't open up down. So this is it. You're going to mark this down. So we are done with this. So this is another method of pocket to use for your kaftan. So you see, looking very nice on your kaftan. But most times when you want to make a pocket like this, make sure you're using the same material of that kaftan, except you're making a print design whereby you can use another design for this. But if you're making using another material on this, try to always make sure the material coming outside is relating with that of the material of that kaftan, so that the work you're making will look very nice when you're done making them. So this is the second pocket for the kaftan. So guys, while you're watching this video, like this video, turn on your notification, also subscribe, and I'll be waiting for you at the comment section.